Hey everyone, my name is Doug Schaefer. I'm the Chief Technology Officer at American Sound, and I wanted to make this video today to walk you through how to set up Appspace as digital signage on your Microsoft Teams rooms for Windows. This is a super cool feature that came out a couple of releases ago, and I haven't seen a lot of video tutorials about how to set that up. So it's super quick and easy, and I wanted to give everyone a quick rundown of how that works. So let's dive right in. Okay, so the very first thing that we are going to do is we are going to go to the Microsoft Teams Rooms Pro portal, which is going to be portal.rooms.microsoft.com. This is going to pull up Microsoft Teams Rooms Pro Management. And what we're going to need to do is go to this section down here. So if you haven't been in the Pro portal before, you're going to see a whole bunch of different categories, but inside of settings, you're going to go to digital signage, and inside of digital signage, if you haven't enabled this already, there's going to be a little box that you can click that says on. That's step one. And then you're going to add a source. So when you're adding a source, currently there are really only two. I just called mine Appspace, so we can do that here. And then a description, so digital signage content for Microsoft, if I type it right, Teams Rooms. And this is where you're going to collect your source. So you'll see here, there are two down here. It's Appspace and XOGO. You're going to click Appspace, and it's going to request an integration ID. Now, to collect this integration ID, you're going to get that from Appspace. So you will need Appspace portal access. And I'm going to log into my tenant. So now we are here in the Appspace portal. I am going to move my head so that you guys can see. And I'm going to go to settings, configuration. I'm going to move my head so you guys can see. And then I'm going to go to devices, and I'm going to add a device. And then what you're going to click on is I want to go to advanced device registration options. And this is going to take you to an advanced registration. You're going to drop down the deployment method, and you're going to see a couple of different options here. One of them is going to be called Microsoft Teams Rooms. This is what you want for this step. So this will give you an ID you can copy, and then you're going to go back to digital signage in your Microsoft Teams Rooms Pro portal. And you're going to copy paste that integration ID right into here. What that's going to do is it's going to create a passport between the Microsoft Teams Pro portal and Appspace, so that when you publish content in Appspace to your devices that are Teams Room systems, it'll be able to pass that along to the Pro portal properly into the correct tenant. So once you're done, and you can set that as a default source if you want, no problem, right? So you'll go to acknowledge terms, and then a review and finish, and then you will be able to proceed with your configuration. So that's pretty much it. I have already completed this, so I'm not going to do it twice. Then when you're done with that, you're going to go back to your rooms. You're going to pick a room to publish that to. So for example, I have a Teams room system. I'm looking for stuff that is MTR Windows. Let's do main conference room. And then inside of settings for the actual room itself, you're going to go down to digital signage, and you're going to make sure that this digital signage tab is on, right? And then you can see it down here, Appspace, perfect. Love that for myself. There are a couple of settings you can configure here. So you can choose how long signage needs to wait during idle states or power savings for. And then you can deactivate your signage automatically when you have an upcoming meeting, so you're not having users have to go in and do that. That is totally up to you. So once that's all configured, I'm going to do my last step, which is I want to publish actual content to those room systems so I'll be able to see stuff. So you'll go to channels in Appspace, and I'm just going to pick something. This is our Indianapolis office digital signage, and I'm going to publish this to a device group. And I'm just going to pick. I'm actually going to publish it to my Indianapolis main conference room. And you're going to know that that's the Teams room system that you set up with that passport. If there's a little icon next to it that says Microsoft Teams, that denotes a Teams room in Appspace. So I'm going to pick that, and I'm going to hit add, and I'm done. So now I can go preview my Indianapolis main conference room, and there's that content right there for you. Works great. So that's pretty much the walkthrough as far as how to set up digital signage with Microsoft Teams rooms. If you have any questions or need any help with getting that set up or running a pilot, feel free to reach out to me or our awesome support team at support@asci.com. Thanks.